Okay, so welcome to the Bootstrap section of this course. In this section, we'll be building our website using the Bootstrap framework, which later on in the course we'll use to convert to a fully responsive custom WordPress theme. So to get started, head over to getbootstrap.com and hit the download Bootstrap button. You'll be then taken to the download section. There's 3 different versions of Bootstrap you can download. I'm just going to go for the standard version on the left. So hit the download button. So once that's downloaded, if we go to the downloads and then unzip that, and because our theme is called Tranquil Spa and this is the Bootstrap template, I'm going to call this Tranquil-WP, and then I'm going to save this onto the desktop. There we go. Okay, so you should have already downloaded the images folder, which is included in this video. If you haven't, go ahead and do that now, and then drop that into our Bootstrap folder. So if we open up the Bootstrap folder and take a look at what's included. So first of all, we've got a CSS folder, which includes all the Bootstrap CSS, both the standard version and minified files. There's also the fonts folder, which includes all the glyph icons. There's our own images folder, which we just put in. There's also a JavaScript folder, which includes the Bootstrap JavaScript files. So to get started, if we open up the text editor, and then I'm going to drag in our project folder. There we go, so the Bootstrap folder we've just downloaded includes pretty much everything we need to get started. The only thing I need to add for now is an index page. So I'm going to press Command and N, or Control N to create a new page. And I'm going to save this as index.html and place that inside the Tranquil-WP folder. So once we've got our index page, we need to now head back over to getbootstrap.com. And still within the Getting Started section, if we just scroll down a little bit further until we find the basic template. We're going to use this as a starter template. It includes all the basic HTML structure and also the links to the Bootstrap CSS and JavaScript. So just hit the copy button. Then back into the index page, we can paste that in. So for now, I'm just going to change the title of the web page just to Tranquil Spa. And then let's hit the live preview button and see how it's looking in the browser. There we go, so it's a pretty basic template. We've just got the Hello World heading, but it does save us a lot of time with creating the index page. Okay, so we've mentioned that Bootstrap comes with its own CSS files, which is great for a starting point. But we also want to make our template custom, so we're also going to add a new CSS file. So I'm going to create a new page and save that as custom.css, and I'll place this in the CSS folder. Okay, and now let's link this in the index page. So as you can see, there's already the link for the Bootstrap minified version. So if we just copy this and the comment, we can paste this just below, and we'll call this the custom CSS, and also change the file name to custom CSS. So there's just 1 or 2 other things we need to link into our web page to get started. So the next one is the custom fonts. So if we head over to Google and search for fonts, and that'll take us to google.com/fonts. So once we're in there, we can search on the top left. The font I'm going to use for this web page is called Merriweather. You can choose a different font if you have any preferences, but I'm going to stick with this for now. and I'm going to select the standard Meriwether. So what we need to do, we need to look at the boxes on the right hand side and click on the second box in, which is the Quick Use tab. So Google provides us with different font weights we can use, and every time we select a font weight to download, it shows us the impact on the page load times. So the fonts we're going to use in this project is the 300 weight, the 400, which is the normal size, and also the 700 for the bold text. And it's really easy to include into the project. We can just copy the link for the head section and paste it in below our CSS. And I'm also going to put a comment in there just for the custom fonts. So we'll save that and head back over to Google Fonts. And then the last thing we need to do is integrate our fonts into the CSS. So copy the font family and then head over to our custom CSS file. So the font family will go into the body section, and I'm just going to start by adding a comment just for the global section. And this section will keep all the styles which we're going to be using throughout the site. And we'll start with the body section. So paste in the font family. And while we're at it, we'll add the font weight. We'll add the standard font weight of 300. And also add the font size to be 16 pixels as standard. So that's how we add the fonts to the website. And then the very last thing we need to do for the setup is to go back over to Google and search for Font Awesome. And then go to the GitHub page for Font Awesome. And this is going to be the icon set we're going to be using for our website. If you want to check out the icons which are available, just select the icons tab at the top and you can take a look at all the different ones which are available. So to download these, we need to go to Get Started. So there's a couple of easy ways to include these in our project. We're going to go with the CDN route, which simply involves copying the link and then pasting that into our head section. And this links our website to the Font Awesome icons, which are hosted at this address. So lastly, I'm going to copy the comment, paste that in, and name this Font Awesome. And then save that. So there we go, so that's our Bootstrap section all set up. And if you join me in the next video, we'll continue with the project by creating the head section.